Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us as always is Seraphis, our level 24 Worgen Mage. Say g'day, Seraphis.
Greetings.
Greetings to you indeed, as we're here in the Grove of the Ancients with the wonderful vista here of the beautiful petals and leaves falling down. We've got a lovely path winding off into the forest there of Darkshore in the background. And of course, if you're with us in our last episode, you'll remember our quest log here where we were completing a bunch of quests and we're about to hand another one in. We ran out of time at the last episode there. We've got this one with the seed of the earth, the seed of the sky, and the seed of the sea that we've got to hand in. And you can see also that Onu over there, the Ancient of Law, he's got another quest for us. And of course we still had a couple more that were higher level than the other two. We had these Jade Fire Braziers and Cleansing the Afflicted, which are a little bit south of us as we work our way down the south of this zone of Darkshore. You can see all the way down here are these next ones, and of course that's all to do with the corruption that is spilling over from the adjacent zone here of Felwood. If you're wondering why there's this great big brown spot in the middle of the Darkshore map, not sure why they chose to have it like that, but hey, they do. And if you click on here, you can see this here is in fact Felwood, and of course we're not going to get there till our late 40s or somewhere around there. It's a much higher level zone, but it is full of the corruption that is seeping over the mountain range there and into Darkshore here, and of course that's what all these quests are about to be about. But in the meantime, we need to go and hand in the seeds one. So Katharina Winterwisp, here we go. Seeds of life. Life is powerful. Seraphis, tongue-tied again today, need more sleep. Concentrated in its purest form, it can overcome anything. Someday even Darkshore will heal from its wounds. Did you find everything I need? We sure did. Collected them all up for you. Perfect. This is everything. Did you have fun collecting the wisp? Well, actually, we did have fun collecting that wisp. You may remember in the last episode, of course, we had to sort of chase one and try and click on it. It was kind of cool. I used to chase the wisps around Ashenvale when I was just a girl. Lost in memories for a moment, Katharina suddenly grows somber. Anyhow, I'm afraid I've found out what we're dealing with. Now, what do we got here? Oh, that's right, we've got this Wisp Chaser Cord here, which is a new belt, going to give us +4 armor, +2 intellect, +1 stamina, and +2 critical strike rating. Unfortunately, a little less spirit, but we could do with the intellect for sure. So we're going to take, we have to select one. There we go, take that one there. And right away, she's giving us another quest here, an ounce of prevention. Are you familiar with the old one, Seraphis? Onu and I agree that the artifact you found in the lake can only be their work, and it's devouring Darkshore. Something is stirring up terrors we thought dead long ago. This is bigger than you or me, but our first concern is protecting the wildlife. Here, this sapling contains the life essence you gathered for me. I believe it can protect the local fauna. Test it out on a nearby unconsumed bear, stag or moonstalker and let me know what happens. So that's obviously one that hasn't been affected. Test the Lifebringer Sapling on any nearby healthy grizzled thistlebear, whitetail stag or moonstalker matriarch or sire. So that's what we have to do for her there. Now before we forget, let's hop in and make sure we equip this new belt of ours. And of course what I want to do is, I want to go to our normal outfit here of course and swap it over, hit save. Yes, I'd like to keep that. Go to our fishing outfit and equip that one, and then of course swap this belt over again and save it to our fishing outfit. There we go back to our normal and equip that. All ready for fighting. We've got our new belt on. Need to go to the general goods vendor here of course and just sell that off because it's just taking up bag space. There we go, there's the Lifebringer Sapling that we need for this new quest. Use attempts to protect Darkshore wildlife from consumption, warm to the touch and filled with energy. So we'll pop our quest items over there just to keep them in a separate bag. Let's see what Onu, the Ancient of Law, has for us. The slumbering ancients. We may not have 20 stone giants to take on our enemy, but we giants of ancient lumber are as strong as any rock. Look around you, Worgen. My kindred sleep. And in fact they do. You might have noticed that these other ancients here, they're kind of frozen in place, which means of course that they're in a restful slumber. They're not moving around, yet they will heed the keeper's horn when the time of need is upon them. You will find Aros, the keeper of the grove, beyond the bridge northeast of here. Tell him the urgency of our situation. Alright, so we have to go and find Aros northeast of the grove here. Let's have a look and see where that is. So here it is. It's coming up now because, of course, I've got my, if I right-click on the objectives in the quest tracker here, I've got these quests sorted by proximity, in other words, nearest to farthest away. And because of that, this one here, the Slumbering Giants, has come up first, and you can see it's just up to the north of us a little bit, so we'll run up there. Not too far away at all. Where is he? It looks like he's... Oh, okay, so yeah, he's over this little bridge here, which is over the... wait a minute, we should be mounted up, shouldn't we? We don't have to run everywhere. Good lord. There we go. And is that Aros? It is. Oh, and it says it's a corpse. That's interesting. And there's a Naga corpse there as well. Looks like there was a bit of a battle going down. Aros's body appears to be lifeless, yet still warm. Interesting. Perhaps his killers are nearby. What do we have to do there? The Slumbering Ancients complete... Oh, there we go. Dark Scale Assassin. I knew it had something to do with that. That's right, I should be a private investigator. Anyway. Okay, the creature appears to have had its skull broken in a fight with Aros. It looks like what you might have described as a Naga before. It's said that despite their monstrous features, Nagas are night elves warped by the arcane magic of Queen Azshara. There you go. There's a bit of lore for you. So they're warped night elves. It seems though they've decided to stop you from obtaining the Horn of the Ancients. Return to Belryn the Claw at the Grove of the Ancients in Darkshore. Alright, so let's have a look on our map. Naga in our midst, and it looks like, yeah, we're just heading right back to the Grove of Ancients. As we pass by the waterfall there, so cool. I love this area now. I didn't like it at first. I thought, oh no, the cataclysms come and changed everything that I love. But hey, you get used to it, and it's kind of cool, to be honest. It's much better. The quests are much more efficiently laid out, not so much running around. Okay, Naga in our midst. The Naga are in league with the Twilight's Hammer, just what we needed. That's right, the Dark Scale Warlord. If the Naga want to throw down in their lot with the Twilight's Hammer, then may Elune have mercy on them. Go to their lair in the island of Nazvel and find their leader, the Naga Warlord known only as Wrathspine or Rothspine. Perhaps the Horn of the Ancients can still be saved, so we have to slay Warlord Rothspine inside Nazvel. Let's accept that and see what it says. Okay, it says it's quite far away. Let's have a look. Yes, that's over, actually, funny that, on the island where we were doing the archaeology. And I'll make the map bigger. There we go, over to the west over there. So we will definitely head over there, but he's also got another quest for us, so let's see what he's got. The tides turn against us. We cannot let the Naga get away with this, Seraphis. Slaying the Keeper of the Grove amounts to a declaration of war. You'll find their den inside a cave on the island of Najvel, far to the southwest. I want you to send them a clear message. So we have to slay 8 dark scale myrmidons, whatever. Talk about tongue-twisting stuff to try. Honestly, you try and say all this stuff. It's very tongue-twisting. Anyway, you'll be able to choose one of the following rewards. Let's see what we've got here. A nice ring by the looks of things, although it's not really a caster ring, unfortunately. Got a knife there with agility and standing. Yeah, not really anything up our alley, but that's okay. It's XP, and of course we can always sell it. So where is our quest tracker saying we need to go? Ounce of prevention here. We need a Lifebringer Sapling tested, and of course we're trying to find basically an uncorrupted mob or a creature out here. What do we got? A white hall stag. That looks like it could do. Ounce of prevention. There we go. Testing it. Devouring presence. There we go. And look at that. Okay, so there was a Faceless One that came out of that stag. Very interesting, and of course it's protected from the consumption now. Let's, while we're in the area, let's hop straight back there because we can hand this quest right back in. Seeing as we're here, let's see what they have to say about it. Back to the Grove of the Ancients. Can we slip under there? Yes, we can. Here we go. Katharina Winterwisp, what have you got to say? An ounce of prevention. The sapling you carry grows in power even as we speak. Life is regenerative, Seraphis. Did it work? Interesting. Sounds like our cure will keep the wildlife safe. But you say you saw something else, some kind of angry presence. Yes, we did. We saw a Faceless One. For goodness sake. That's that's a big thing because, of course, they have only really come in since Wrath of the Lich King is the only time I used to see them a lot, by the way. Out in Northrend there. Anyhow, this is a good sign, Seraphis. Whatever is behind this isn't happy, and that means that we're onto something. That's good. Now that we know our preventative measures work, we should cover as much ground as possible. I've arranged to commandeer one of our hippogriffs, but I can't do this alone. Talk to my friend Orseus next to the Flight Master right outside the grove here. Let him know when you're ready and I'll meet you there. We'll canvass Darkshore from the air and protect as many animals as we can. Oh, this is interesting. So talk to Orseus outside the grove of the ancients and mount a hippogriff from the air. Protect 8 white-tailed deer, 8 grizzled thistle bears, and 8 moonstalker matriarchs or sires from the consumption. Sounds like a bit of a cool flight type quest if you ask me. And what do we got? Yeah, so that looks like it's probably the next closest one. So let's hop over to the flight point over here and see if we can have a chat to this person. Is it you that we need to speak to? No, it's not. Where are you? Is it you? Oh, there we are. Orseus, it's you we need to talk to. Orseus, Katharina sent me to borrow one of your hippogriffs.
The next we meet.
Will one come down? There's one there. Hello, hello. And look, it's her. It's Katharina Winterwisp. And we've got this ability here, Protect Wildlife, on our number 1 ability button. So here we go. Hold on tight. I'll take care of the flying. You focus on the wildlife below. So let's see what happens. I can target and then click on an area of effect on the ground there. So we're going to try and look for, from the air, you should be able to cast your protective ward on whole groups of animals at once. All right, let's see if we can find any. Very cool. I like this. I love all these sort of travel quests, these vehicle quests, I guess you could call them. Oops, what's that? There's one. No, that wasn't one. Was one? Maybe? No. Here we go. White-tailed deer have been repopulating this whole area, she says, and there's a whole bunch more. 5 of 8. 6 of 8. Can we see any more? Whoops, there's a moonstalker down the bottom there. Oh, and there's a whole bunch of them over here by the looks of things. Wow, yeah, we've got to be quick. 1 moonstalker done there, only 1 of 8. Gosh, I hope our flight doesn't run out. Look at this, here we go, up high, and of course you remember we were fighting elementals down there amongst the flames in a much earlier episode. Here we go, a moonstalker sire down there. Can we reach that one? Yes, we have. Okay, it's got quite a big reach, this thing, so we can actually cast it further afield than I thought we could. And it's got 0 cooldown basically, so you can see here that we're able to go nuts on it and spam it pretty much. And here we go, the beach, of course, that we've done lots of questing along as well. White-tailed deer, 7 of 8. We need some grizzled thistle bear is what we really need. There's another couple over there. There's another matriarch sire down there. Another deer over there. Whoops, it was a bit far away. Okay, now we're going to be hopefully looking for some deer. Rather some bears. Come here, bear. There we go, all the white tails are protected now. Here we go, here are the bears. And look, there's our little hovel that we made for the murlocs, of course. That's pretty cool continuity that stayed there. And of course, there is the island out in the distance there that we need to go to finish off these other quests. And of course, where we did a lot of our archaeology as well. All right, looking for more bears. Gosh, I hope I didn't miss all of those. Here we go, 4 of 8. Hopefully 5 of 8 there. Yep. All right, come on, come to me, bears. There's another one. Oh, there's another one over there. Can we reach that one over there? No, too far.
I'm out of range.
Gosh, I missed a couple there. Damn it. Can you believe it? I was looking in the other direction and missed a whole bunch. Oh, look at this. We're flying. Can we kill them? No. We're flying over. Ooh, bang. No, didn't do anything to them. Flying above Soggoth, of course, the old god that's going to be, well, hopefully isn't going to be raised up by the Twilight's Hammer. Now, I hope that we get another chance at some bears, because I can't see any. Uh-oh, because we've only got, how many have we got here? Oh, hang on, does it say we're done? Oh, it does. Oh, okay, I didn't realise we'd done so many. I did not see the combat, or not the combat rather, but the actual quest tracker going up there, so, wow, I guess we did. Anyway, let's read what she has to say here. Hold on, the updraft from the fires can be fierce. Moonstalkers displaced by the fires patrol this strand. We need to keep them safe. Look below, some of the thistle bears haven't been consumed yet. We're not too late. And why would anyone want to dig up something so horrific? I've convinced those things that are behind what's happening to the animal. Oh, I see. I'm convinced those things are behind what's happening to the animals here. Good work. Let Orseus know if we need to take another pass. Otherwise, I'll meet you in the grove. And no, we don't need to take a pass at it again. Thank goodness we actually managed to get through that quite well. So let's hop over to the grove of the ancients, of course, and hand in, see what we can get out of this.
What brings you here?
In defense of Darkshore, so the animals are safe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now it's time to turn our attention to the source. There we go, look at that. It's a Faceless One. Now that the creatures of Darkshore are safe, let's turn our attention to the artifact you found in the lake. I believe it's the work of a minion of the old gods. We'll fight these fiends using the very life-giving energies of Darkshore itself. Take the Lifebringer Sapling to the shore of the shallow lake to the south of here, wave it over the waters of the lake, and it should disable that ancient artifact. Be careful, Seraphis. The artifact is likely to be guarded by, well, who knows what. Okay, so we have to use the Lifebringer Sapling on the shore of the shallow lake and destroy the Devouring Artifact and its guard. And what do we get? We get an incorruptible shawl out of it, and once again, it has a lot less intellect, and it's got agility and armor and stamina, rather, which are things that we don't need, and neither are the other things, of course, because they're leather and mail, but that's okay. It's okay, it'll give us some XP. Now, speaking of XP, remember too, we are now level 24. Are we? Yes, we are level 24, and of course, you know what that means. We have to start being very careful, because here in the Dungeon Finder, we've only got till the end of level 25 to do Wailing Caverns. And if you look at my Atlas map here, if we go check out the Wailing Caverns, which of course is, there we go, Wailing Caverns, which is down here in, where is it, Northern Barrens, and that's a map of it there, and it's also got a rather nasty entrance to it if you're actually getting in there manually rather than going through the Dungeon Finder, so that's why this map of it is here. But we do need to get there before we hit the end of level 25, so we do have to bear that in mind. In the meantime, of course, we're heading down to the lake, and of course we're also doing a bunch of other types of cleansing as well. Alright, so let's see if we can stand on the shore here and cast this. Here we go, disrupting the artifact. Yes, yeah, look at that. The lake, rather, is bubbling with all sorts of action happening here. And look at this, it's a Faceless One, Ithal the Devourer. There we go, so we can take him down now. Oh no, we got company. Let's see if we can lock him in place. And in fact, we will also polymorph him, just to get him out of the way. There we go. Alright, now we need to be using our Arcane Blast here, because you can see here, he's got 866 hit points. We really didn't need to be dealing with that bear, because this is going to possibly be the downfall. As you can see, we're already down to 400 health. Mind you, being a mage, look at that, we've taken him down big time. That Arcane Blast, of course, putting that massive dot on the enemy, increasing the damage that we do up to 40%. Such a fantastic ability, that. Right, where is our polymorphed bear? There he is over there. Let's see if we can deal to him now. We'll also give him a dose of Arcane Blast. And of course, not forgetting our new ability here. Let's use it to great effect, which is of course our Arcane Explosion. Here we go, and that certainly finished him off big time. Look at that. And of course, no, we're not going to be able to skin it, because we need skinning 90. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Terrible, terrible. Really got to sort that out. Alright, let's carry on. We need these Blackwold furbolg cleansed, and of course we've got to do that with this Blessed Herd bundle. In the meantime, let's take out some of these consumed thistle bears that are in the way. Oh, and he charged us there. Nasty, nasty. Oops, bit of a delay there, and you can see I'm getting a little bit of lag as well. Let's have a hover over here and see what our latency is. 444. Well, yep, you guys from the US will be shocked and mortified at that horrible ping, but believe it or not, here in Australia, that is not too bad. Alright, Blessed Herb Bundle. What do we got here? The Spirit of Corruption that's come out of him. Let's see if we can bring him back. Lock that other one in place. And I'm assuming that we have to kill the Spirit of Corruption. There we go, and that actually cleansed the furbolg, so that actually stops them from attacking us at that point. So that's pretty cool, and you can see he's actually turned friendly. Thank you for saving me, stranger, he says. Let's see, oh no, I haven't, bugger. We can't freeze him because our Frost Nova is on cooldown, and we are actually going to die. I wasn't taking care of my health, wasn't paying attention there, and we have died. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, so we have to return to our corpse. Of course, we've done this run a couple of times in the past, sadly, so we know where we're going. It's a bit of a hefty run, actually, unfortunately, but the beautiful thing about running as a spirit is you get this buff up here, and of course, well, actually, it's not that buff up there, what am I talking about? But you do get a buff which makes you run faster, so your run speed is actually increased, so it's not like you're actually running through the world at normal speed, because, oh my lord, that would be painful. Thank goodness. So you do get a nice fast buff there. Can I jump through here? No, it's an optical illusion. There is no gap. But what there is some jitters. Why are we getting these jitters? I'd really like to know. Maybe it is a lag thing. Maybe I'm running out of hard drive space yet again. Oh, too many videos to be recording. Well, I shouldn't be because I bought a blimmin' brand new hard drive, so yeah, not sure. Maybe it's just good old Vista playing up as usual. Okay, we want to accept that res, and of course what we also want to do is eat some food, not only to bring our health back up quickly, but in this case this is food we made way back in the Worgen early Greymane days. Of course, the Keldurai spider kebab. Do you remember that? Where we started off in the Greymane village, and we were making these because they actually give us a buff of 2 extra stamina and 2 extra spirit. Now, why? Look at that, it wasn't actually increasing our health much. That's interesting. Let's use a bandage, see what happens. Okay, I guess the food, actually, come to think of it, it's only increasing 51 health, so no wonder we hardly saw it take a dent out of that, because of course we've now got 628 health points, so yeah, no wonder. Alright. Oops, I didn't want to be doing that. I actually wanted to use the Blessed Herb Bundle. What an idiot. Right, here we go. Let's see if we can take this guy out really quickly. Because, of course, once we do that, the Spirit of Corruption will die and the Madden Blackwald will turn back into a friendly. Thank you for saving me, a stranger. No problem, you are welcome. Let's do that again. Tab target, whoops, to the next guy. There we go, we want you. Let's freeze them both in place like we did last time. Actually going to blink out of the way. Whoops, not too close to that one though. And let's go to town on the Spirit of Corruption. There we go, and he's all happy again. Gee, look at this, our health. Let's use another bandage. We'll use our older ones here, the heavy linen bandage as opposed to the wool bandage, because we might as well use them up there. Not much use to us anymore, except for this, of course, except for healing us. Right, let's go in range of this Blessed Herb Bundle. Taking our frustrations out on the Spirit of Corruption, of course. And I'm getting my rear kicked yet again. Goodness gracious. Alright, have we got any better food in here? Let's have a look. Doesn't look like we have. Of course, we've got some bear meat there, light leather, and some crawler meat, none of which is going to do us any good. So we're just going to have to keep using bandages. Can't do that yet because it's on cooldown. We've got a recently bandaged buff there. Oh boy, we need to be cooking ourselves some food, if anything, and we need some much better healing pots as well. Not mana pots, but some good heals. Oh dear. Alright, we'll wait for this recently bandage, and you know what, I'm going to use a proper heavy woolen bandage, which only still heals 161 health. Boy. Alright, what is that? A Madden Blackwald. That is definitely what we want. Let's freeze these guys in place again, because we honestly can't withstand the beating. And there we go, finishing them off. What do we got? 5 out of 7, so we need 2 more. And hello, there's a Alliance human mage, another mage. Lower level than us. We'll leave them alone. Alright, we're looking for more of these furbolgs. Let's mount up. And there we go, there's one. Do the Blessed Herb Bundle on them. Freeze him up, of course, to stop us getting beaten up. Use a Frostbolt so that if he does come running at us, at least it'll be at a slower pace. And I lost my target again. Why is it doing that? Bizarre, we've got the jitters, we've got losing targets. Something weird is definitely going on. Alright, here's one of those Jadefire Braziers as well that we actually have to kill off. There's 8 of those that we have to see to. And that, of course, is to help stop spreading the corruption. Right, let's freeze these guys again. Oh no, I'm going to die. Quickly have a help. Oh, look at that. I just clicked on the lesser healing potion and it took us out. I really want to know how come our health is taking such a long time to regenerate. I'm honestly scratching my head trying to think why, because in WoW that's one of the things, your health does regen fairly quickly. we've mentioned it in a couple of videos, it just doesn't feel right to me. Something strange is going on here. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's because our gear's broken. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's going to be getting a lot more broken now that we're dying a lot, of course, but not to the point where it's all red. If our gear was red, you would literally see a little red paper doll image up here with a bunch of broken gear on it, indicating to us that we do need desperate repairs, or that in fact it's totally broken. In which case we'd have to repair it off, because then the stats that are on that gear would be having zero effect. So by the way, you never want to let your gear get that bad. Always keep your repairs up. Whenever you're in a little village, there'll always be a repairer there. You can see, of course, by hovering over them, and they will have the little anvil icon. Anyhow, let's finish off these guys. Whoops, no, not with that. We want to use the Blessed Herb bundle. Right, tab targeting to them. Okay, I'm just going to go nuts on my arcane explosion here. Come on, die. Oh, why? What? He's still... Oh! Okay, so obviously he's the wrong type. Uh-oh. Boy, we were very, very lucky then. Look at that, 82 health. Okay, so we can't use it on those guys. Very, very interesting. Alright, let's see what happens if we attack one of these braziers. Okay, there we go. That one just happened to... Oh no, we've aggroed someone else again. Gosh, we need to get out of here. Quick, 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 quick. Run, 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 run. And I also need to grab a health pot. There we go. Give ourselves 170 health points. And he's de-aggroed. Whew, thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for the health pots. Alright, he's got a hand in here for us. You've done well. My people have begun to emerge from their madness, but they will fall back into it if we do not deal with the source of the corruption. So the same messages we're getting from the Grove of the Ancients here. And basically saying the Jadefire satyrs of Felwood have found their way into Darkshore, tainting the land, water, and creatures they encounter. You've seen what their corruption has done to many of my people and their homes. If we do not turn back the satyrs, all of us will share that fate. So within the cave to the east is Sharax the Defiler, the satyr responsible for the ills of the Blackwood. Slay him, Seraphis, and free us from his influence. Show the satyr that the Blackwood will not lay down and die so easily. So he would like us to kill Sharax the Defiler. And oh, look at that, we get ourselves a nice wand as well. Is it a better wand? No, it's not better, because of course we've got Cookie's stirring rod, which we got out of the dead mines. Oh well, that's okay. And look at this, we're getting all sorts of glitchy bits happening now. So it's possibly a good time for us to wrap up this episode. Let's have a look in our quest log here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests. And of course this one up here is the Ashen Vale Hero's Call, which is designed to lead us down into the next zone, which is Ashen Vale. So of course we'll get to that later. But for now we've got the Devourer of Darkshore. That's definitely the next one we will do, I think, because it's level 18. And I think that's a hand in up north. Yeah, it is. Alright folks, so that would appear to be it for this episode. Still fighting off the corruption here in Darkshore. Still plenty more of it to do. And that looks like a cave, by the way, where our guy is over there. You can see it off in the distance. But anyhow, I certainly hope you enjoyed this episode. More importantly, of course, I hope you join us in the next one. And I hope you're having a great day. On behalf of myself, Sambo, and the wonderful Worgen Mage, Seraphis, it's us saying take care. We'll see you later, and bye-bye.